Um, Phenomenal for me is when I'm very deeply silent in my meditation and can feel that connection as sort of like a magnetic connection as opposed to just a blank screen. And that puts me in a deeper state where I feel like I am sustained by the meditation. Good morning, Baljit. We're going to get started soon. You can get your foot soak ready. We're just saying hello. If anyone has any questions this morning, we're here to just chat before the program starts, and we have everybody on board. My name is Lise. I'll be facilitating today. We were just talking about meditation and how it feels. There's somebody else. Good morning, Pratik. How do you pronounce your name, Pratik? Jan?
Yeah, Pratigyan is now can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, good morning, Prati.
Hi.
I was
Hi.
having trouble
Thank
pronouncing
you.
your name.
That's okay. That's okay. Not a problem.
My name is Lise. Good morning. We're saying hello to everybody and seeing if anyone has any questions this morning before we start. My name is Lise. I've been helping with this program now once a month for several months. We're going to talk about Kundalini today. Let's see. Would anyone like to ask a question? Oh, Della. Della had her hand up.
Sorry, I was trying to share and I accidentally popped out. So, phenomenal for me means in my day-to-day life, since I'm doing Sahaj meditation, I'm just super excited because like more settled in just everything that I do in my day-to-day life. And a lot of things that would have like maybe brought heightened sensitivities. I noticed that I'm just more zen and I'm just like a lot more settled in it and I'm unbothered. If things happen, I'm able to come up with solutions a lot better than I did previously. So my experiences has it's been just really phenomenal. So thank you all.
Yeah, it's like having some wind in your sail, right? As opposed to sailing against the wind. Very good, very good. Well, we're going to get started pretty soon. I hope everybody has been able to get your foot soak materials together. We're going to start with a foot soak and a bandhan. So let's, Rahul, shall we do our bandhan this morning yet, or should I just say hello to everybody still?
Yeah, still we have time, so we can continue our interaction for 5 more minutes.
All right, I got it. Okay. My name is Lise. I've been facilitating for some time. I live in Arkansas. And we're here this morning, Rahul and I, to answer any questions you may have before we get to the foot soak bar in 5 minutes. So if you're not ready, go ahead and get your foot soak together if you feel like talking. Hey, good morning, Jenna. I think I've met you before. Hi. You want to say hello?
Yes, good morning. Yes, we've met before.
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm very well. Yeah, things are all flowing nicely for me, and the spring is here now in Arkansas, so that's wonderful. And we just celebrated Sri Mataji's birthday on the 21st of March, and that was our last sort of vibrational event that we had as people who meditate together, Sahaja yogis. We have just been saying hello to everybody. We were talking about meditation. If anyone wants to share anything about their meditation or ask a question, Rahul and I are here. Yeah. So in my practice of meditation, I've been trying to ask for more guidance and request things. So whenever I'm trying to do anything, I try to remember that it's the vibrations flowing through me that gets things done, and try to ask for help in case the help can come from a different direction than human beings. Sometimes the divine unconscious will send solutions, as we were speaking about before, into your mind or into the situation. And this morning's talk will be about the Kundalini energy. Is anybody new to footsoak this morning? Is anybody new? Can you chat or raise your hand? Sometimes we have new people who are joining us for the first time for our footsoak. If you haven't gotten your footsoak ready, let's get that together. Some of you might want to bring your candle or a candle treatment for your left side if you need that. You have your salt, footsoak bucket. As I was saying before, my name is Lise McCoy. I've been practicing meditation, this form of meditation, since 1985. And the way that I found this meditation practice was during a time when there wasn't internet. So I met someone through work, and she brought me to a meeting at a place where there were other people meditating together. And so I had the experience in person. And that experience was very important for me to feel with other people. So if you have never had a chance to meet with other people and have your meditation together with them, that is a different experience than meditating online. And one of the things that we don't do during our meditation practice online that much in these sessions is help each other by giving vibrations. And so if you stay long enough in this session, then you'll be invited to the intermediate session, where I hope that they do some exchange of vibrations and work on each other, even though it's online. And so this morning, as we think about our meditation practice, as you're aware, when you first got your realization, you had the experience of Kundalini awakening, but you may not have learned as much about that from that experience, and maybe you were focused more on just feeling it before. So we're going to delve into that a little further this morning. Are there any questions before we start? No? Okay, Rahul, are we almost ready to start?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So for the first thing that we always do, let's raise our Kundalini up, and then I will talk about this slide. We're going to raise the Kundalini 3 times. And if you have never done that before, then just follow along. 3 times. On the third one, we look up and we tie 3 knots. Okay. And sometimes you feel a rush of vibrations when you do that. And now we're going to balance ourselves using the Kundalini. We're going to go back and forth over our sahasrara 7 times. Open your chest. Don't hunch over. Open your chest. Open that heart chakra. Breathe. Don't count. Don't count. Okay, now your hands, remember, are going to feel the vibrations, so we put them in the lap. usually is upright. They're in your lap. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. My name is Lise. I've been practicing Saj Yoga for quite some time, 30 plus years. I live in Arkansas. I love Sahaja Yoga, and I'm teaching this because I love to. And I've been invited to teach about Kundalini this morning. So the first thing we always do is we try to share any memories we have of Sri Mataji. And this time I don't have any personal memories to share, but I wanted to share that we just celebrated Sri Mataji's birthday, which is on March 21st. She passed, of course, in 2011, but she was born in a town in India called Chindawara. And it is in India, in just north of Nagpur. And it is in Maharashtra. So she didn't, as a young woman, she would have learned Marathi and Hindi. And of course, she always knew Sanskrit and lots of other parts of other languages she used to share with us. She was born to the Salve family, and her parents were a congressman and a mathematician. Her mom was a mathematician, and she had many sisters and brothers, but they knew something was very special about her from the time she was small. So that's the brief memory I'd like to share about Sri Mataji. And we can talk about that later during Q&A if you have questions. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so Rahul's going to play a short introduction to our topic of Kundalini. Stay in meditation, stay in meditative state. Attention on Substra. It'll be just 1 minute.
In the sacrum bone, at the base of the spine of every human being, there is a dormant spiritual energy known in Sanskrit as Kundalini. When awakened, it rises through vital energy centers along the spinal cord, called chakras. As the Kundalini passes through the fontanelle area, we can feel a cool breeze above our heads and in the palms of our hands as we enter a state of thoughtless awareness, peace, and oneness, known as self-realization.
Perfect. Thank you, Rahul. So we're going to now, we will now begin our foot soak. So what I'd like you to do is give a bandhan clockwise to your foot soak bucket. And if you haven't already taken off your socks, put your feet in the salt water. And take off your glasses if you want to. And we're going to first do our normal namaskar to our spirit, to the Kundalini. And then we've already put on our bandhan and raised our Kundalini. So we'll put our left hand in our lap. We'll clear the left side, left hand in the lap, right hand to the floor. Right hand pointed to the floor for clearing the left side channel. The left side channel is the channel of our past. And so in order to clear that closet out, that closet of all the clutter, of all of the worries and reactions called conditionings, we ask the Kundalini energy to please clear out our whole memory bank, our karmas, our mistakes, our regrets, the baggage that we want to leave behind. And when we get our realization, this is forgiven. All of the past errors are forgotten. And we have a restart. So now put your attention on your lowest center in the back of your tailbone. And that is where we'll ask the Kundalini energy to come, rise up. Mother Kundalini, please rise up and go into the next chakra at Swadhisthana. In this center, this is the center at Swadhisthana of creation. But it is also a place where any kind of false ideas can stick on like furniture. And so we're asking Kundalini to please remove all that. And in its place, a glow with the truth, with what we call the pure knowledge, the secret knowledge of the divine understanding. Perfect. Now let's clear out our right side now. We will put our left hand facing up to the sky, and our right hand is open. And we will ask the Kundalini energy to please love us and clear the right channel. Now, the right channel burns up all of the energy that we expend sort of running forward in our lives. And it's kind of a busy motor that creates a lot of heat. So let's ask the Kundalini to vent that heat out through our left hand into the universe and cool us down. Yeah. And so now we can put, I know our right channel is still clearing. So I was going to say, put your hand on a chakra, but give it one more minute. Put your attention up, Sahasrara chakra, up at the top of your head. Imagine all that energy going out the top of your head, all the heat. Nice. Okay. So now put your left hand back in your lap. Right hand on the stomach. Mother Kundalini, please come into my stomach. And try to relax all the tension in your tummy. The tension that you will not get whatever you need. You will. But you have to leave it to God. So what I'm doing is I'm gently rubbing my tummy like this to the left in a circle. And taking all of the worry and throwing it toward the Mother Earth, like gently tossing it, sprinkling it toward the Mother Earth to get rid of any heat in that chakra. And then the Kundalini will come up into heart chakra. So Mother, put your hand on your heart chakra. Mother Kundalini, I love you. Please come into my heart chakra. Please bless me with the courage of a soldier. We have been through many lifetimes. This is not our first lifetime. We have been warriors and we have accomplished things in our past lives. So now we're not insecure, we are confident that we are warriors, seasoned warriors, loved, valuable. Shake out your hand. Put your hand on your neck, please. Mother Kundalini, please come into my throat, my Vishuddhi chakra. Please give me sweetness, the power to help people through my voice. Mother Kundalini, please enlighten my throat chakra and make me very confident. I feel no shame today. I'm happy with myself. Thank you. Thank you for opening my Vishuddhi chakra. Perfect. Now let's put our attention on the Agya chakra at the forehead. Mother Kundalini. And just bring your fingers up like you're brushing the energy up through. This is always a tight channel for us in the West. You want to make sure it gets through. And then take both hands and pull down your ego and superego. Brush it down. Pull up on your Kundalini. Brush down ego and superego. All the way up. Imagine your Kundalini going up to the sky. Now we'll put our hand on our Sahasrara chakra at the top, the 1,000-petaled lotus. We're going to give it a massage. And we're going to ask Kundalini to please not only come there, but stay there. All we have to do is ask. Human beings have free will, so we have to ask. God can't just automatically do everything for us. We have to ask for it. So now let's just pull the Kundalini up strongly 7 times, both hands. Every time you brush upward, you're trying to get more strands of the Kundalini to flow. At any time during this workshop, if you just go into meditation, you can turn off my voice and just meditate. let's just tie a small knot there. Carefully. And put ourselves back in Manda. Now feel your chakras on your fingertips. Right hand on left hip. That's the center of our pure knowledge, remember? On the left side. Nirmala Vidya is called in Sanskrit. Mother, please clear my left Swadhisthana chakra. Mother, please. I don't want any of that old, tired junk in my chakras. Please remove anything negative from me. Good. Now brush it out. I should have told you to open a window in your house so that the energy can leave. Negative energy can leave. Perfect. So we're doing good. We can now rinse off our feet. Get your paper towel and do your feet carefully. Get them out of the bucket. I'm going to turn off my video and go dump my foot soak bucket in the toilet. Thank you. Beautiful. You did really, really well. Beautiful. You did very, very well. I'm so happy that to be here with you and doing this with you because I can feel your sweetness. If there's anything in the chat, I'm just not paying attention right now. I'm in the pocket, meaning in the flow, and I'm sort of unwilling to go into too much thinking mode. Rahul, could we show the next slide? I think it's a video, right? No, okay. So this is just to remind you what we have, you may have learned already about the Kundalini when you got your realization. Your self-realization was when the Kundalini energy was awakened and flowed up through the Agya chakra, bringing down the Agya and superego, bringing down the ego, superego, and crossing the limbic channel and coming out the top of your head. And that is called self-realization. And God realization would be when we are like Buddha, when the whole universe sort of is connected with us and we are more or less elevated one more level to be like an angel, to be fully realized. So we're on our pathway, we have our self-realization, and we're practicing using that and trying to get the Kundalini to pour more every day through our practice of meditation. And every time we sit down, especially when we sit down with other people to meditate, more Kundalini will rise up. And the Kundalini energy, of course, has a record of everything we've done in all of our lives. And she knows what has happened in our lifetimes. And so she, in our self-realization, because we have earned it, this is what Mother has said, we've earned it, so she's willing to forgive the past mistakes. And the Kundalini energy looks like a fire, and that at the last slide in this slide deck, there's more information about that. But this is just somebody's artistic description of that. All right, next slide, please. So how this worked before is that in the Indian scriptures, they did talk about Kundalini energy. And it was a secret knowledge that only those people who had been meditating for years and years and years and years got. They got their realization somehow. And then they might have one disciple that they would give it to after many, many years. So in this stage of human evolution, we are given this Kundalini awakening quickly. You got it quickly when you got your self-realization, not having spent 40 years in the Himalayas with a guru. And so before, it was a kind of a secret, sacred knowledge passed down from one person to another. And so this is a new era in which you now that you have it, could give it to somebody else. And it's free, always free. We never charge for that because that would make it the transactional and impure. So if it rises in somebody, it rises. They have to say yes to it. Okay, next slide. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to just watch this for about 2 minutes. It's a little video that talks about the significance of the spiral shape. And I don't think it's Mother's voice, but it sounds pretty much like Mother. It's from Australia. It's 6 years old, so I don't think it something.
And civilizations all over the world. Now the time has come to solve this mystery. What makes this part of the body sacred? It is the existence of an energy within it, which is called as the Kundalini. You can see the position of this Kundalini in this chart of the subtle system. The word Kundalini is named after its shape. Kundal in Sanskrit means spiral, and it is coiled 3.5 times in the sacrum bone. This Kundalini can never be destroyed. It resides within us patiently in a dormant state until we reach a level of spiritual maturity and deep longing which allows her to be awakened. This Kundalini is the reflection of the primordial energy within us. She is our spiritual mother, and as a mother, she can never harm her children. The Kundalini is the purest form of energy. She resides in the triangular bone at the base of our spine. Anything contrary to this fact is false. Another mystery is the existence of the spiral in different forms in the nature. The spiral is quite common in nature because the Kundalini is spiral in shape, and it is always identified with the process of evolution wherever it takes place. We can find single, double or multiple spirals in every dimension of the universe. To name a few, the spiral shape can be found in the microcosm, small nautiles, ammonites and seashells, in the growth of the plants, in the shape of the flowers. The proportions of the human body are structured on this base and the double spirals of the DNA. In a bigger scale, we can find the spiral formations in cyclones and in huge geological phenomena. In the macrocosm, we see the formation of the spiral galaxies from billions of stars, as we can see them from modern telescopes. The planets have a spiral orbit around their axis and around the sun.
So you can see that the Kundalini energy, the word Kundalini means she who is coiled up in 3.5 coils, is a mathematical kind of a formula that is again part of the whole structure of the universe, the spiral evolution. And I came across that notion that the planets don't actually just go around in a circle, but they are in a spiral formation when they orbit. And that was also fascinating. But the way I think about the Kundalini coming up the spine is like that, in a spiral formation. And it is a safe energy in the hands of people who practice Sahaja Yoga. Some people may say, oh no, that's a frightening energy. No, we don't think so. We think it is a mothering energy, but we also know how to work with it carefully. Okay, next slide. All right, so we're going to watch Sri Mataji talk to some seekers. This is a compilation of several different programs where Mother was talking about the Kundalini. We're just going to watch 7 minutes of it. And if it's too hard to hear, then turn it up a little bit.
Something up in my head, like here and then here and here, then here, and then down here and here, and then it hasn't gone any further than that. Well, this sort of.
You see, if you try your own self, you see, trying with the Kundalini, actually sympathetic goes into activity. You have no right on the parasympathetic. Parasympathetic is the one which balances, and that is the central part of Sushumna, through which the Kundalini has to rise. But if you try anything, what you do is always you can use sympathetic. I'll give you an example. Supposing you are running fast, all right? Then you can raise the rate of your heart. But you cannot slow it down. It slows down by itself. That is parasympathetic activity. So you just get into sympathetic activity. And by sympathetic activity, if you overdo it, then all these symptoms happen. And it's not helpful. On the contrary, chakras go into quite, like this is the left and the right sympathetic, and these are the centers. They get pulled down like this. And if they are pulled like this, then you are harmed. So it is not an experience of Kundalini, but is of the sympathetic.
This isn't anything I was looking for or asking for. I didn't even know anything about. I didn't even know what chakras were. But from just sitting still, I feel these things happen. But I guess they're chakras because they're in the same places. But how come it went down instead of coming up?
No, it doesn't go down. Kundalini never goes down. It goes upward, always. The thing that comes down is the grace, you see. The grace comes down, not the Kundalini. Kundalini always goes upwards. And the grace comes on your sympathetic, which cools you down completely. You become absolutely relaxed with the grace. But the Kundalini itself always goes upward. It never comes down. But in people, it so happens that Kundalini goes through this central path. Now, if it is sort of very much rugged, or if it is extremely smooth due to the mistakes of the seekers, then it falls down. It falls down is a different point than going like that. It falls down. Then you have to raise it again and tie it up. Again raise it and tie it up. In many people it has to be done, but it can work out. You will get the complete knowledge, don't you worry. Now he has been, as he said, 18 months, but he's a master of Kundalini. He can raise your Kundalini and you are just like him. You will become the same. There's no problem at all.
I'd like to know if having vertebrae in the spine out of place interferes with the rising of the Kundalini.
Does having a vertebrae out of place in the spine interfere with the rising of Kundalini?
It does, to some extent, it does. Definitely it does, but we can put it right. The vertebrae can be put right and the Kundalini can be brought in. It does. So many things do happen. If you are a person over-read, if you have read too many books and the books are in your head, I have to empty that also.
I actually do this work as a profession, and I find that if the subtle center is fixed, the spinal problems just disappear. I used to have 3 and 4 adjustments a week to correct my spine, and now I have none at all. So first fix the subtle within us, and then the gross part, the spinal misalignments and so on, will just get better. Yes. What is the first step to self-realization?
There is nothing like first, second. It's not a course, you see. The Kundalini, it's an awakening within us, which takes place, which is like a living process, all right? So the Kundalini rises and shoots off here. Now some people feel the Kundalini wobbling down there, down below. Some people feel it in the stomach. Some people feel it here. Some people feel it here. But most of them feel it here only, jutting out like cool breeze. So you just can't say what is the first step. Depends on how it rises. So everybody doesn't feel the same way. So I can't say that this is the first stage. All right? Of course, first you feel thoughtlessly aware. You become thoughtlessly aware. First thing that should happen to you when the Kundalini crosses this center. When it comes out of it, you start feeling the cool breeze here, and you start feeling the cool breeze in your hands, and you start feeling the cool breeze around. That's the second stage where it can go. What?
Can anyone be realised without knowing about Kundalini?
Can anyone be realized without knowing about Kundalini?
About mentally, need not know much. It can be realized, of course you can be. But then you have to tell them what it is. This thing is better to do that way. But there will be very few who will accept such a situation because they want to know about everything. But they need not know all that. You can little bit say, tell them that there is a way of getting realization. And then it's like this, that when you come to me, you want to have the lights, I'll say, all right, go. There's a switch you put on. And you put on the switch, you get the lights without telling about it. But you would like to know how this light is done. And then that helps you to create other lights. That's why it is important to know about Kundalini. I can do it without telling you anything about Kundalini. I can raise your Kundalini. But you would not know anything about it. And you would not know what it is. It has happened with many who were born realized. They did not know they were realized souls. and they got lost. Like I would say, greatest example, Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a realized soul, and he got lost because he didn't know he was a realized soul. He was a higher personality than others. He got lost. So many got lost like that.
So I forgot to tell you that before that we started that, there's the two sympathetic strands, the left and the right channel are called sympathetic, right? Sympathetic, left sympathetic. And they are like brake and accelerator in human beings. And then there's the Sushumna channel, which is the parasympathetic, which is the part that human beings don't govern. And so Kundalini energy rises through that. So it's not necessarily that we can command it. It rises of its own accord according to prayer. Okay, next slide. All right. So during this part, we're going to have a silent meditation with music. And you may have found that this lesson was a little short. And for this reason, I'm just going to leave it to Rahul to end the meditation, and then we'll have our question and answer after that. But I wanted to tell you that I fully appreciate you, and I hope that you will go into a deep meditation, a silent meditation now. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you. And we'll just raise our Kundalini up. Check your vibrations. Sometimes it's a delayed reaction where your vibrations will flow more clearly later on in the day. You can stay on if you want to chat with Rahul and I. Thank you. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Rahul, for hosting us. It was beautiful. God bless everyone.
God bless. Take care.
Thank
Go ahead.
Thank you. It was lovely session. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now that we have you all together, are there any questions before we end today?
I would like to Thank you for this beautiful meditation session.
Thank you, Samir. You're always so kind.
Happy Holi to everyone.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Very nice.
So try to keep your Kundalini up. I had a friend, one of my yogini friends told me that she practiced at work, keeping her attention all the time at Sasra. And even though I don't experience my connection that way, it always fascinates me that maybe that is something we could achieve. So try that. Try keeping your attention at the top of your head as much as you can as you go about your daily life. And just try things. Don't keep on telling yourself, well, if I do this, then this, then this, then this. Just try it. Ask for permission, ask for blessings, and then just try. What else? Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Elise. Thank you so much. It was awesome. This is like one of the first times I've been doing the start your day in silence in the weekdays and the foot baths in the weeknights, but I don't know why I keep missing the weekends, but that because I love to meditate. So to meditate in a group, which I was telling Sylvia the same thing, that's like my favorite thing. So it was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we should meditate in a group. We should meditate in a group. We who have been practicing a long time almost don't think of online meditation in a group as quite the same thing. And I wanted to tell you that after you go through the intermediate class, we do have a Sahaj seminar in June in upstate New York that you could be invited to if you keep on going. It's
cool.
And just keep on going through your classes and ask about it. It's in Kanajohari out in the farmland. And we meet there in the middle of June. And it's beautiful when we're all together.
Yes, absolutely. But at least I had this because honestly, if it wasn't for Meetup, and I just finally was like using Meetup as a tool it's supposed to be, which is to like network and find things that you resonate with. So I finally one day just did that, and then voila, I found you.
Voila. I know. It's all happening in the 21-day course, of course, is the big thing now. If you don't know what that is, just Google Sahaja Yoga 21-day course. And it's a very intensive every day kind of a progression through 21 evenings of Sahaja Yoga.
You know, I had heard of it, but I honestly didn't know it was separate from the foot bath thing. But thank you so much for telling me that, because I would love to do that.
Right. There's all different courses going on. And so you just pick one and try to stick with it for a while. And then if it doesn't meet your needs, and try something else.
I wanted to share something with you from the meditation, but there might be other people that would like to speak. So I can just like text it to you on the thing.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Is there anybody else who was waiting patiently and wanted to say something today? Wanted to ask a question? Or are you just sort of fascinated with the discussion?
Thank you. I just wanted to ask if you're going to share the little video about the Kundalini explanation. I think my 8-year-old granddaughter is really getting into meditation, and for some reason, the way she is, I think she would resonate with that.
So all what I always do is I link all my videos into my PowerPoint, and then Rahul kindly shares that on the WhatsApp group, the side room WhatsApp group. If that's all right, the links are in there for everything I showed and the homework too.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. I'm glad she's curious. Kundalini curious.
It only goes up and grace comes down. I like that.
Yeah. So you're going to text me, Courtney, on the WhatsApp, side room WhatsApp, personally, or where you're going to text me?
Okay, I don't know. I don't have anything with WhatsApp, but just on this medium I'm talking to, this interface, I'll just tell you on that.
Okay, that would be good. I'm looking for your chat.
Okay, yeah, I don't, sorry, I don't know WhatsApp.
You don't know WhatsApp? Okay.
I know there's an app named WhatsApp app, but I don't deal with that. Like I don't do Facebook. Not that it's the
Yeah,
same thing.
I got
Understand.
it. Don't be afraid of it though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
WhatsApp is very helpful, I think, because it connects you to the groups and you get a reminder every day that there's a meditation coming up.
Oh,
And people
that's
share
cool.
what you're going to share, your personal, experiences. And isn't it? It's encrypted. It's quite different, I find, from Facebook, but I'm not too technical.
Thanks. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I'm just texting everybody that some people do find WhatsApp to be scary, like any social media, that it could be something wrong with it using it. And I objected to it because I was worried that it was connected to Facebook, or how they interconnect all of the different social media. It's a little mysterious. But I tell you, nothing untoward has happened in the last 3 years, my using it. And if you get it, don't be afraid. It's
Good to
okay.
know. Thank you. I appreciate you guys telling me that.
Yeah, I don't want to say, okay, you must do it.
Right.
Or even champion the use of too much time on your computer, because that's not really what we're supposed to be spending our time in.
Right.
I agree. I initially resisted it, but once I installed it and became part of the group, I found it really beneficial, and particularly to the meditation sessions because I got reminders. But I also wanted to say many blessings to you all. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Rahul.
Okay. I really appreciate you guys sticking on. It makes me feel so happy and so comfortable because we miss that community with the seekers. We don't really get time to spend with the seekers in person. So this is lovely, a lovely moment to do that. Does anybody else have any questions? And I still don't see a message from you.
I'm typing it. Sorry, I'm slow. I'm a turtle.
It's okay. I appreciate it. Noor, Nika, anybody?
One thing I like about WhatsApp is you can speak with people on the phone or even video chat for free, no matter where they are in the world.
Yeah, I know. Rahul's in Sweden and we communicate through WhatsApp because that's quicker than anything else and free.
I think Skype was free too, maybe. Okay, I did it.
Oh, there's my WhatsApp call. Gotta go. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye, Jackie.
Bye.
I'm reading your message, Courtney.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that what you're referring to, but I will look it up.
Oh, you know what, Lise? It doesn't matter. To me, it's just about like the sharing that, I mean, you could look it up if you want to, but I'm just wanting to say like it's this beautiful image of like the web that he Teilhard de Chardin, maybe French, that he came up or not came up with, I don't know, but it was from him with this word, this idea of a web around the planet that connects us all. I mean, obviously so does the air and all, but the point is like that it connects us all. So it was just that image, but like, a positive, white, shimmering, pure image surrounding the planet. And then another funny thing was, and I know we're not supposed to be thinking, but I can't help it when thoughts and positive stuff comes, right? So, but it was great to have the experience because then this show is like a sci-fi show. It's called Babylon 5. And then the show, this guy was like in the middle of the planet, like generating the planet. So I also had that image of like, being inside the planet, shooting, putting not rays, but radiating outwardly from inside to the outside of the planet, like rays of light. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, oh, I love that. This is so great. I'm so glad I joined this morning's meditation.
That's real though. I usually spend time on that theme actually, the rays that are coming from us and
Cool,
enveloping.
cool.
I love that. Yes, it's true. It is like that. The web of connectivity between us. We are not our human beings. We're also spirit, right?
Right, right. I like the thing I've heard that we're spirits having human experiences.
Wow, that's so real. That is exactly what is happening. That's beautiful. We're just we change our human being interface as we go through our lives, and who knows what we're going to encounter if we just focus on our spirit. We'll go
That's
to a
right.
different dimension.
Do
Well,
a
thank you.
different. Which I'm sorry, what was the last thing you said? A different image?
A different dimension.
Oh, different dimension. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I feel we are multidimensionary beings. So that's great that you said that. Yeah, I'm just so glad that like, cause typically Sundays are like, you know, it's kind of special for me. So I just hadn't been able to do this. So this is fantastic. If this is like how it, Saturday, Sunday, and the 21 day.
Yes,
Cool.
we see your beauty, Courtney. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
I feel like I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I
Go
feel like
ahead.
no, but I forget that because I only see you on my screen, so I forget that there's probably other people. Sorry.
No, but I just sometimes I'm aware that the other class is ending, and so we're the
Oh,
last. Sometimes we
got
talk
it.
we talk
Got it,
late.
got it.
We
Yes.
enjoy our speaking with our seekers, but then the main class is ending. So
Good
thank you,
job.
everybody. We'll call it today, and I'll see you next month.